If you want to get some big old titties, watch this shit, okay? Because you're going to fucking see exactly how you going to do it, all right? You're going to push forward, squeeze that chest as much as you can. When you squeeze doing these pectoral flies, you want to pull through the elbows, okay? You want to try and make sure that you are doing a C cup and squeeze those arms together here. I'll show you a little bit better. The best way for you to stretch out that chest is to look up. Whenever you put that chin up and slightly pull that neck back, it's gonna do a full squeeze on those upper fibers in your chest muscles. Pull them together. You can see the dips in between my elbows and my chest. You really wanna try and emphasize that chest squeeze. Once you do that, you're gonna be golden, okay? You're gonna be golden. Here, I got another variation that you can check out. Watch this. We're gonna show a little bit more of the setup process for this one. So this, you're gonna drop that seat all the way down. You're gonna make sure that you stay standing, okay? You don't wanna do too much for this. You wanna just try and make sure that you get those lower fibers starting to be engaged, okay? I like to set my head all the way to the back. You can't see it, it's not in frame, unfortunately. But you set that head back, and when you're pushing in a downwards motion, okay? You're trying to really focus on the squeeze through the bottom of the chest, pushing those shoulders down, relaxing the traps, and squeezing the chest, okay? Really make sure that your chest does not lift into the air whenever you're relaxing. That's gonna help you out a lot. I do chest and back because it's honestly the best thing I found since my injury, so this is the next thing that I did. I really like to stretch out the lats on this because whenever you do that, it gives you such a good feeling throughout your entire body and back, hips, everything like that. So that's what I try to do. But if you don't know what these are gonna be your lat pull downs, your fixed lat pull downs, okay? They're isolated. What I'm doing here is I'm using the outside handles. You can see that the arms are parallel right there, and letting it really stretch out the back on the way up. Don't let the shoulders move. Those are just your pivot points. And when you're doing that, I'm filling my back up with blood, like just squeezing it, holding it, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This isn't a lift that matters so much about the weight as it does about the form, okay? You can see me kind of messing with myself. You can mess yourself up in the gym very, very easily, okay? It's not worth hurting yourself. It's not worth getting yourself to have to do these things that I do every day to try and make yourself feel good, to look good, when you could just do both at the same time. So don't be worried about how much weight's on the bar. Don't be worried about none of that. Just pull and make sure that you are doing everything properly, okay? You can see how the muscles are working the way that they need to be doing. If you do not feel like you can get off of the machine with your muscles filled up like the red muscles on the machine, you're doing it wrong. These are my favorite exercises I've ever found for doing back. I don't know, there's just something about them, but it really targets that lower lat. You're gonna be doing a like pulling to your belly button type of row, and it's a fixed chest supported row. You wanna make sure that you're gonna be about parallel to the ground whenever you're standing up, just like that. Stand straight, stand tall, and then pull with a 45-degree at the arms, okay? My elbows are trying to touch the walls to behind me, and my arms are trying to pull it directly back at the same time. That full squeeze, you can see the definition starting to pop out. That's what matters. I'm only doing like 75 pounds here, but I'm rowing it and making sure that all that tension is staying perfectly on my back. And I say 75 pounds, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much that you're doing. It doesn't matter how much weight you're doing. It doesn't. You need to focus on the reps and the form. And last but certainly not least, because these are brutal, you're gonna grab that upper handle on this low bar row, and this is gonna target the rear delts, okay? So you really wanna make sure that you get the tension, get the stretches, get everything that you need in, so that way these rear delts are gonna start popping, okay? What you're gonna be doing from here is you're gonna be pulling directly up. You wanna try and keep it at a flat playing field. You want these shoulders to be doing all of the lifting, all of the stretching, all of the movement. That's all you're aiming for. Just a little bit of help from the traps and a little bit from the lats, but you're mainly going for those shoulders, okay? You're not gonna enjoy doing that. You're really gonna regret watching the end of this video because it is gonna make you just in so much pain, but you will feel those shoulders turn into 3D delts. So that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you start adding some of these to your workouts, and you know, don't say I didn't tell you it's gonna hurt, but I mean, you can see for yourself the results. The results are there, all right? Don't ego lift, otherwise you won't be able to lift much weight after that. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just trying to help fill up my time and fill up your time. So I'm gonna just see my way out.